Hey guys, welcome back to Eversoul. In today's video, we're going to do a reroll guide for the game. Now, it is a pretty quick process because they have a setting in the menus just to wipe the data and not have to re-download resources, which is fantastic. As for rerolling in general, if you want to get that little bit better start, it's nice. It does have a multi-select summon in it, so you can basically get any character from one of the main 4 factions that you want just by continuing that reroll. So it's pretty good in that. But then once you come out of that, you do get a little bit more than a 10 pull from the pre-registration rewards. And yes, guest accounts do get pre-registration rewards. So you can jump in, you can do those, and maybe try and get yourself an epic hero from that as well if you're trying to reroll hardcore. But like I said, it's not the end of the world. If you don't, you can select whatever character you want from the multiple and you can just get on your way. But if you do want to reroll, let's take a look at it. Now, the basics are when you first get into the game, I've already done it here, but it's going to select a region. I chose North America. You can also choose Asia. I'm in Australia. It recommends Asia, but I always go to North America where the most players are. After that, you're going to have to choose how you want to log in. Now, down the bottom middle is going to be all the main like Facebook, Google options and stuff like that. But if you look in the top left of screen, that's where you'll see the guest login. So if you're going to reroll, optimal to go ahead with the guest login, just because, you know, that way it's guessed. And then you're going to jump into the game and it's going to download additional resources. It's about 3 gig of download. Then you can jump into the game and this is where the tutorial stuff starts. And once you're inside the game, there will be a little thing pretty early on that makes you select a name. Now, I used Vulcan as my name on my first one. I then wiped it, used Vulcan again. So you should be pretty good to use the same name. Again, it didn't say it wasn't usable or anything like that because name is always something that people ask about. So that is the basic process of the early parts. Now, past that, all you want to do is follow just the prompts. It's very on rails. You'll do a couple little basic battles. Then you'll get Lindsay, you'll get a copy of her. She's an epic hero. Lindsay, she's the girl with the dagger, the sword and the gun. After you get her, it'll take you into a campaign section where you'll have to do, I think it's about 4 battles in this campaign section, and then it will take you out. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to jump to that section. Before we do that though, there's a couple key things I want you to look at. Now this cutscene here, we can't actually skip. However, when we go through the rest of the stuff, once you get through this initial cutscene, there will be like a menu option that pops up in the right. You can click that, it will expand it, and then it will give you a skip function for all the talking. Now, if you're doing this on emulator, it's a bit slow and it will often say connecting in the top right. While it says connecting, none of the clicking will work. So it might get a bit frustrating on emulator, but it works really well on your phone. The one other thing I'll tell you is in the tutorial, when you get into combat, it will teach you to use the 2x speed. Just note that if you click that again, it will actually take it to 3x speed. You can also put it on auto combat, which is going to be easy. And then it's also got a little camera function. Now in the first battle you go into, you can't turn the camera function off, but in the second battle, you can turn the camera function off. The camera is essentially just ultimate animations. So turning those off is going to make it faster. And that is the basics. Like I said, the rest is on rails. It will take you through a campaign stage, a campaign chapter that basically has 4 fights. I tried force closing the game to get out of it. You've just got to play through it. You play through the 4 stages and then you get to where I'm about to jump to. And this is what I mentioned about the skipping. You can hit the menu and then skip, but I'm going to jump to where we are after we finish that campaign stages and show you the summon process and then also the deletion and account binding process. So back in a sec. Okay, so here we are. We've just cleared through that prelude episode 5 or episode 6, whatever it was we went into. You go through this preload. We get 1 summon ticket, and then it's going to take us back to this. Now, this is where we go into summons, and this is where we do our select summon. Now, this I tried force closing to get out of it to see if I could do my other summons first to then choose a select summon that goes with it, but didn't work. So you just have to do this summon and you have to go for whoever you want. Now, me personally, I am going for, we'll do a couple quick run through here, see if we can find who I'm looking for. Now, this summon, I've rerolled it, done this like 100 times. You only get 1 epic from it, from what I've seen. So, you know, that's pretty much standard with what you're going to get. It's going to be the 1 epic. And then I don't know if the rares are fixed. Don't really care. But all you're looking at is your epic heroes. She's pretty decent. I do like her, but I found someone that when I read the skills in the game, I actually like more than her. If I can remember her name, give me 1 sec. I'll tell you the chick that I am looking for. She's going to be one of the undead characters. She's pretty much like Damon from AFK Arena. And her skills just look incredibly insane. So it's going to be Petra. Petra is one that I think is going to be incredible. incredibly strong personally, and she's the one that I'm going to go for from my reroll, I think. I had other options like going for a second copy of Lindsay and using her as a dodge tank, and then you've already got one ascension into her. Or you could just use Lindsay as your main one and then go for something like Jade, or, you know, something like, I believe, who is it? I believe Talia is the purchase bonus, so if you're purchasing, you'll get her anyway. But yeah, you could go for any of those options. We don't know what's best, so I'm just gonna stick with going for what I want. Now I'm gonna actually go for like a character that I'm kind of happy with on this. Like I said, I do like her, but I'm you know, let's face it, I can't do this without getting the character that I want. So I'll be back in a sec when we get that. Okay, there we go. I got one with Petra. She is the one I am personally going for. Like I said, this is just me based off reading skills. You don't have to go with my option. This is just me personally, what I think. I could be completely wrong and re-roll tomorrow and go, that was a horrible decision. But she's the one I'm going to go for. So once you've got the character you want to go for, you just hit confirm summon. Like I said, you can't get out of this without selecting a summon. So that's going to be that. Next, it's going to take us over here. And like I said, see how it's got connecting in the top right? When it's got connecting, you're not going to be able to do anything. So then we're going to go into this. We're going to close. You can't quite cancel out of this yet. So we're going to have to go over here. We're going to have to auto ascend a soul. And it looks like it is going to be using AFK Arena's exact ascension system, which would mean if it does, like I can't guarantee it, but if it does use the exact same system, you'll end up needing 14 copies to get the character to max ascension, and then it'll probably be more copies to get the stars on top of that. If they have used the same system, I don't think it tells us here exactly. Oh, it does. Okay, so epic. Yes, that's correct. Yes, this is AFK Arena's system to legend. Ooh, wait. Epic to legendary, is that plus 2? That's to legendary plus. So yes, it looks very similar to AFK Arenas, and then we're going to add stars on there. I'll do another video about that in another time. I'm getting a bit sidetracked here. So let's go over here. Now that we've done that, we can exit out, and this, it will try and take you to Battlefront. But what you can do is you can just hit here on the mail. As you can see, if it stops connecting and lets me hit the mail, and we can go to receive all. Wait, what's this? Hall of Fame reward notice. Okay, receive all. Those weren't there last time. Okay, I don't know what that did, but okay. Receive all here on the operator. And that's going to give us, as you can see, 2,900. It does also give us a free character of Mika, which is kind of cool. And it gives us whatever this is. Photo card. Cool beans. All right, so that's what we get there. Then as we go over here, I don't think there's a hell of a lot. Hall of Fame, you might get like 100 gems from following the thing here. So if we follow this collector, maybe there is more to get now. So this is based on server progression. So as you can see, rewards, you're going to get 100 here. So this is actually quite decent. You can get a good chunk of rewards from this. And this is based off of, I believe, rankings of characters on the server. So depending if this is depending on where you are, you might get more than this, but this is a pretty decent return worth of gems, which I really do like, because if it takes a second to do this, but it does give you a few more extra pulls. So there we go. Once we've got that done, we're pretty much good to go. Now you can go into the cash shop. I don't know if these will make a difference, but if you go to regular pack, you can pick up the daily free. This stuff you don't actually really have to do right now, because those are shards to get characters and you don't get enough to actually get one. So now we're going to go over here into summon. Back into summon once it loads, close. Now there is this rate up banner. She is not one of the characters I'm going for, so I'm not going to summon on the rate up banner. I'm just going to go on the normal banner. Then we've got type summon. This is like a faction summon banner. You need to get these tickets to summon on it, so don't stress, they'll come later. But this is your normal banner. You do get one free per day. So we'll go ahead and do our free pull first of all. Cool beans. All right, then we've got that one ticket that we got for clearing the chapter, so we can use that one as well. There we go. And then we've got 2,100 currency for a 10 pull, which isn't too bad. We'll have to see the currency income that we do get. We can go ahead and do that. Let's see what we get from this one. Hopefully we get an epic. I haven't had an epic on my last 2 rerolls. And we're just going to skip that. And once again, no epic. Rip the dream. But now that we've done that, we're all good. As you can see, now if you are going to reroll and you're going to throw it away, you may as well do your singles, even though they are more expensive, being 240 each. It's a little bit more expensive than the value of them in a 10 pull, but because I would throw away the account otherwise, because I'm looking for a second epic hero, And we can just do these and you know, do it at a little bit reduced value. And then if we get another good epic, you know, we can keep the account and not really stress too hard about, you know, the little bit of wasted currency that we used. So there's that one. And that's going to be my last pull, I believe. And that is where we're going to be done. Now, if you don't like the pull and you want to reset your account, you literally just go up here. Let's go. And we go to settings. And then if we go to account, now if you like it, you can link your account. If you don't like it, you hit this withdraw button just here, and then you enter Eversoul like that, and then you hit confirm, and it says you can't be restored, confirm. It's going to take you back to the home screen, and you just go through the process again. You select guest, you jump in, you select your name, you go through the tutorial, all that stuff. You do your summons, and if you like them, you keep it. If you don't like them, you don't. And that is pretty much all it is. So this is that menu that I mentioned. Down the bottom, we've got the login with Facebook, Apple, Google, and then we've got the sign in as guest in the top left. That's what we do, and we just repeat the process. Like I said, really easy reroll system. Don't spend forever rerolling. This game's pretty cruisy. Like I said, you're going to need a truckload of copies of each character. So, you know, pick the character you think is going to be good at the start, and away you go. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers.